and welcome back to the Emmaus Athletic Podcast. I'm your host, as always, Shane Douglas, along with my trusted co-partner, Matthew Tomlinson. How you doing, man?
Good, how are you?
I always admired your last name because of LaDainian Tomlinson.
LT. That's why I wore 21 in high school.
Oh, yeah, it's true.
But that was way back in the day. So
you should have kept 21. You would have been my favorite player on a basketball court.
No, I had to wear 24.
Why, Kobe?
Yeah.
Fair enough. Rest in peace, Kobe. How was your weekend, man? How was that cowboy wedding?
It was pretty fun. It was a lot of fun. We drove 14 hours back from Bismarck on Sunday, and then made it back in time to get up early, go to 6 a.m. basketball practice, and then I had a soccer recruit visit yesterday, so it was a very long weekend.
So you had a pretty relaxed weekend and
probably about as relaxed as you did.
Yeah.
Tell me about how the homeschool convention.
Yeah, so it was like a 10-hour drive to Murfreesboro, Tennessee. It can be, I guess, but no, it was awesome. I drove majority of the way, giving our head soccer coach Chris McHugh some time to recruit and talk to people and do some work. So, but then it was good. The soccer tournament was really awesome. You heard me talking about it a little bit.
There were over 1,000 soccer players.
More than 1,000.
More than 1,000. That is crazy.
And it was a mix of like homeschool soccer players and then like D1 caliber players who are like super legit. There are two teams. Awesome. I think they were both from Michigan. They made it to the championship, and because Michigan's got some good soccer. Mm-hmm. I don't know why, but they just do.
It's like soccer and hockey.
Yeah, soccer in Michigan is massive. But no, two of the homeschool teams in Michigan went to the championship. I would say one of the teams was the better team, but the one that they lost the heat to a team called Summit, and Summit, they were able to capitalize on a lot of mistakes. They went to PKs.
Oh, wow.
So it was really exciting.
That is exciting.
I actually left because I thought it was halftime, and I went back to our booth and to rep Emmaus some more, but then I just heard a bunch of cheering. I'm like, oh, I guess Summit won because I saw their flag on the field, but found out later it was PKs, and I missed all that, so that sucks. But
rats.
No, but there's some really good players out there. A lot of people who seem to be interested in Emmaus, as well as some just conversations. So it was really awesome.
You said there was 18 soccer fields. There are 18 games going on at once.
Yes, it was crazy. Day one was nuts. Day two was even crazier because you had all the tournament play based off of your seeding. But everyone got like an award too, so it was kind of cool. I mean, like participation award-ish, but like you still did. So it was really fun.
That's cool. That's awesome.
I can't wait for next year. But let's get back to the Emmaus Sports. That's what we're here for, is Emmaus Sports. And it was a pretty big weekend-ish, kind of like a setup to what's coming forward with conference tournament plays with regionals and conference. So looking forward to all that. This week for volleyball and soccer, we have conference, but we're going to start talking about cross country because they had their regionals this past weekend. How was that, Matt?
It was good. So they had their regional meet in Ankeny at Faith.
Yes.
And so there were most of the North region teams were there. But there were only enough girls teams that had number-wise that had 4 teams. Okay. And so, so our girls raced first. I mean, the girls raced first. And our girls, they ended up finishing 4th out of 4 teams for team time. So they did have a little bit of a slower race. But really exciting is the first 7 individual people that finished the race get a plaque for all region. So we had Anna Caniglio finished 5th and Kate Jensen finished 7th. So we had 2 all region runners, which is really awesome.
That is really awesome. It's encouraging, and maybe they had like a strategy of like, hey, let's see what we are competing against. Like you said, like we didn't have our top times, but we still performed really well. And going into national play, this was what we were talking about before was this is the first time we were racing against teams we would
in our region, our conference,
that we would race at national level, our level,
racing the big dogs.
Yeah,
I mean, we're racing the big dogs in our region, but not the big dogs.
We're not racing like NAIA D3 teams that are specific for that and can offer scholarships. No, these are teams in our league. So it looks like we played pretty well. We raced pretty well. And
I talked to Coach Girardi, and he said that the team that finishes first does get a placket that says number 1 region team, and then the coaches get a coach of the year bid for nationals.
So because we didn't get first in regionals, they Girardi can't be
Coach of the year, I guess, or something like that.
That's
cheap.
Yeah. I mean, to see what they've done with the program in their second year,
I know, right?
Like this, like that's whatever. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Moving on though. Looking for with their
so with the guys,
nationals.
So Brandon finished 13th and Caleb finished 16th.
Okay.
And so obviously no team time because we don't have a full team of guys.
Yeah.
But obviously they both had already qualified. So it's nice that every single runner, since the girls' team time qualifies the entire team to go to nationals, and the both individual guy runners qualified that everyone gets to go to nationals, which is a lot of fun.
Yeah. And like, given they got 2 weeks till nationals, right?
November 11th is in Missouri.
We've only seen the team progress each race better and better and better. It's like, oh, we thought this was their best race, and the next thing you know, oh, they beat their time by a minute. Like, what?
And the next race is like, oh, wait a minute.
Like literally another minute. So another
one.
I'm kind of encouraged. I'm still encouraged by, even though we're just like middle of the pack in this race, right? Maybe even above the middle of the pack. But I'm still encouraged going into nationals, thinking that
there were 32
we can do so much better.
Girl region runners, and then there were, I think, 27 guy region runners. So at nationals, it'll probably be somewhere in the 60s, 70s, maybe even up to the 80s.
Okay.
As far as
that makes
running
sense.
against. So yeah,
especially for men's cross country, I'm sure that's much more competitive within like schools having it.
Yeah.
But no, like I said, I think I'm sitting pretty. I think we're sitting pretty.
It's a group of winners we have.
It's true
on both teams. So
yeah, we'll see what's going on. We'll talk more about that next week because we still got 2 weeks. They got 2 weeks off.
Yeah, the 11th is when. So I think it's 18 days is when their nationals races.
Yeah,
so.
they got 2 weeks to prep that pasta, prep that family meal,
drink that water.
Exactly.
Exactly.
What is in the water? That's awesome. We got to race against some competition our level at Faith at the regional, so that's awesome. And then nationals will be in Ozark.
Ozark, yes.
Okay.
And like I said, I'm not sure. My guess is that it will be the same like race track, even though it's not a track, as it was last year for
regional nationals.
But I don't know if they're gonna like switch things around or who knows. But
maybe they will. Maybe they will.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know how that works. So
yeah, we'll find out, and then we'll get back to you guys about that. But
that's why I like basketball, because the dimensions are always the same no matter where you go.
It's true. That's actually though. It's like for soccer, it's not.
Yeah, soccer it's like
more narrow.
What, 1 to 3 yards difference?
Yeah, our field actually grew in
more variation than that.
Oh, more variation. So it's like a baseball field where you could hit a home run in one stadium, and that's the only stadium that counts as a home run, or you could hit it and it counts in 30 stadiums or something like that.
It's true. I know this year our soccer field got more wide. How much did you guys widen it, Eric?
I think 2 yards.
Was it like
it was
3 yards?
couple yards
on each side,
wider.
Yeah,
and I think a couple of yards longer as well.
That's good, because a wider field better for soccer, especially if you are the better team. So no, that's awesome. I'm excited. I'm really excited for our national play for cross country. We'll see what that's like in a couple weeks.
I'm really excited to see, especially where the girls place, and you know how our top 2 runners, Kate and Anna, finished there. You know who's doing really well this year is Leela.
Yes. Leela Fernandez has she is killing it. She's right there. Like, we're always talking about Kate and Anna, the freshmen, but there's Leela
and Amy are right there.
The senior, and Amy, the seniors, who are just killing it just as much. Like, these guys they're right there. So I'm looking forward to see what Amy and Leela can do at nationals. So that's going to be really exciting.
It'll be awesome.
Oh yeah. Okay, moving on. Soccer and volleyball will have conference coming up.
Both this weekend.
Yeah, but soccer had some pretty big matchups in the past week. 2 of them. One against Ripon, where we lost. What was the score?
5-0.
5-0.
But we played our best defense all season, because it was 1-0 going into like the 58th minute or something like that. And then one of our defenders got hurt. Yeah. And then we threw in some subs, and then they scored a few goals in a few minutes. But a really good game against a really good team, because the day before they beat Maranatha 7-0. Yeah. And then we know that they crushed Eureka after we played them. So it was really encouraging to see, because 5 goals seems like a lot, but like at the same time, it's like that's pretty impressive. They only
It's
got
true.
5 goals. Like if it was like 7 or 8 or 9, like
Yeah.
that's a
Once
big difference.
once when
but-
you get above 3, it's kind of like okay, but
Yeah.
against where our level is and where Ripon is, and compared to how they've been able to compete against
the
teams that
defense,
we've
at
played,
the D3 level, it's
Yeah.
like we'll take it.
and the teams that we've already played this year, like Maranatha and Eureka, and how they've been able to dominate those teams, and us keeping them
Pretty close.
down
yeah.
to 1 for 58 minutes, like you said.
It was 1-0 at
Very
halftime,
impressive.
so-
Super impressive. When I
Yeah.
heard that, I'm like, oh, that's really awesome. Like I think it was one of the captains or some soccer player came up to me, or I was talking to them, and I'm like, oh, what was the final score? Oh, 5-0. I'm like, oh, huh. But we at halftime it was 1-0. I'm like, okay. And then the injuries and the illnesses that we've had over team, which affected our game
on Saturday.
on Saturday. The thing is, like, our boys, they balled out Wednesday. The score
did.
doesn't say it, but they balled out. They played really well, so they were really tired because they only had 2 days of rest, and they had midterms and a bunch of schoolwork, which is given with every team. But going into Faith, we were battling a bunch of illnesses and injuries. Of course, that has kind of been our staple.
Theme.
Our staple this year's injuries, and
It needs to go away.
yeah, especially like some of our top players have just been getting hurt, and it's tough to replace them. So.
It is.
So we lost to Faith, 2-1.
2-1. But really impressive game.
Zach Ort with the saving the
Zach
shutout.
got his goal back. Zach,
Yeah, so he saving the shutout.
way to use
so-
your head.
Yeah,
It was actually really impressive because Josh launched it from like little inside midfield, and Zach just got on the run and headed it in. It was impressive.
where did he shoot it from? I didn't see the replay. I was busy.
It was like right side of the box or something like that.
Okay, so he was
I don't
pretty
know. All
close.
the
though.
Faith guys gave up because they were claiming that he was offsides
Really,
or something like that,
but he wasn't.
but he wasn't. So,
Okay.
so good job, Zach, getting that
I'll watch
goal.
that replay.
Should have been your second, but
Yeah, watch that
we won't talk
replay.
about that.
Everyone watch that replay and let us know. But no, Captain Zach got his goal for the season.
So
Really,
about both captains have scored.
that's what we want. we can call it a season. The season's over and out. We just need the captain to score.
So this didn't really affect
Actually, it's not-
conference at all.
Yeah.
So we play Faith again on Thursday.
Yes. So pretty much it's just kind of a warm up game. See, we haven't played Faith this season. The last game of the season, and then we're gonna
First
play
game
them
of
again.
conference,
First
yep.
game of conference. So we beat Faith this Thursday. This is semis. We beat Faith. We're in the championship, playing the
Against
winner
of
Barclay and Manhattan, who had a very close game the week prior. They
Manhattan won 3-2, I think.
at
at the end.
super close,
Yeah.
very close. So that's the thing. The top 4 teams.
So really, any of these, anyone can win between these 4 teams.
I can see it going any way, honestly. And there's a new format this year where there's 6 teams in our conference. Only the top 4 can advance to the championship, while the bottom 2 will play.
Consolation game.
To finish up some seedings
And then
as
they'll
well
play
as
the losers of which is nice because everyone's guaranteed 2 games as opposed
It's
to
true.
the past where it's like, are you playing 1 game or are you playing 3 games? But
and it keeps it competitive too. Like it during the season,
makes it worth the travel.
Yeah, because
there.
like during the season, you're like, oh, it's a conference match. Yeah, it's important for seeding, but now it's more important because it's not just important for it's more important
to be in that
seed.
top 4. It's like the
Yeah.
college football playoffs.
Exactly.
You want to be in that,
Exactly.
that top 4 to go to the national
You know,
championship.
it's like, oh, you lose this game against the conference team. It's like, oh, well, I guess we'll be a lower seed. No, you don't want to be the lower seed.
'Cause you don't want to be in
top
that
4.
4 to 5 range
Yeah,
because
it's gonna be tough, especially with Ozark and Calvary trying to get more competitive over the years. I can see in a couple of years it's gonna be a race. It's gonna be a dog race to get the top 4 seeding in our conference.
Which will be awesome.
But, yeah, so we'll see what's gonna go happen. We have our own predictions maybe of what it could be and what it should be, but
we'll see.
yeah, well, I guess we'll see. You never know, especially with injuries and illnesses, so many other things going on with every team, not just ours. So we'll see. Hopefully, the ball bounces our way.
Yep. And it's at Calvary, so in Kansas City.
I'll say
for
this.
regionals.
I'll say, if one of my friends, Nathan Braun, the season's over when he scores. If he's able to score,
We're done.
I'm going to, I don't know. I'll do something. I'll buy everyone a hot dog at the Eagles Nest or something. Don't hold me to that, but that's what we want to see. We want to see that. I would rather see him score than a conference championship. I don't know about that actually.
Lies. Sorry,
But,
Nathan, rather
no.
than that conference championship.
Exciting things for soccer coming forward. We'll see where we fall. We got regionals the week after, or is 2 weeks after?
Week after.
And then we'll see where
which is up in the Twin Cities. So.
Yeah, so that the seeding and everything for that is still up in the air based off their power ratings, and if some teams can come. But we'll talk about that more
next week.
Next week when we
know more. Yeah.
Come this Sunday, we'll know more. But moving on for volleyball, they also have conference play this weekend at Faith.
At Faith. Don't know what the schedule looks like, so they haven't released the seedings yet. Okay. But this past weekend they played Manhattan, which is the number 4 team in the nation, and Barkley. Ended up losing both of those, but they showed grit and heart, and as they're trying to make some noise coming into conference this week. So
it would be really awesome to see them get a win.
It would be amazing
at conference play. I know they've been dealing with injuries, like we said before. That's kind of been our staple this season for all sports is injuries. Mine's cross country, and they're killing it. But but they're running. They run so much. Like they're suffering themselves. But no, injuries have been our staple this season, and
unfortunately, they have been. And
it would be awesome for our volleyball team to come out with a win,
get some momentum. Yeah,
it would be really awesome just to end the season that way. That'd be legendary. That'd be awesome. So I love that. But like what we've been saying all season, they're creating that foundation for the team.
They are setting those building blocks to take this team to the next level in the next couple of years, which is really exciting. They have a really good pool of recruits right now. We actually have a volleyball recruit coming visiting on Friday, so we're pretty excited about that. So, like I've said, this whole podcast year, 5 episodes?
Yeah.
They're right there. They are right there away from...
Most sets are so close. They go to in the 20s.
Yeah, so they're right there. So they'll get it.
It's exciting.
Once that first one happens, the win gates are going to open up.
Oh yeah, they're just setting, like you said, setting the foundation,
establishing the culture.
Oh yeah,
setting what they want this team to be, where they want this team to go.
The team has changed so much in the past 3 years.
It has,
and to have going into next season with, Lord willing, pretty much the same roster. A few changes.
Coach Hannah and Coach Megan have been putting work recruiting wise. I'm excited.
Bringing back majority of the players and then bringing in some more talent in the freshmen.
Some numbers and some talent.
We already have the talent, so it's just it's going to build. It's going to build. It's going to be awesome. There, high praise and high predictions for next year. So looking forward to all that.
It'll be good. We're really looking forward to it.
So if you're in Faith this weekend at Faith or Ankeny, Iowa, come watch our volleyball girls play. If you are in Kansas City area, find out they're going to be playing at a soccer complex.
Watch our soccer team play. Second, bring us back some barbecue, please.
Yes. Yeah, we went down there the other week and had some barbecue.
Especially some brisket.
Really good. Really good. So, or buy our soccer team some brisket. I'm sure they would love it. Coach Eric would love it. He's drooling back there.
That actually happened at Nationals last year for a basketball team. They all walked into a Panda Express, and there was this business guy sitting in there, and he saw our guys interacting with each other, and he walked to the cashier and said, "Hey, I'm going to pay for that entire team's food."
Really?
And it was the coolest thing ever.
What?
It was
that's awesome. I didn't even know that.
Care. It was so cool.
That is really cool. I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
No, that's really cool.
It was really neat. So,
okay.
You could do that.
So, yeah, pay for their panda, I guess.
Or you could join our booster club.
What's our booster club?
So, we have a booster and a talent club where it's either can be individuals or businesses can basically sponsor our athletic program. Depending on what level of gift you give, you can have a banner with your business either on our soccer field or in our gym. And so that will help with our booster club for athletics and getting more things. But it's really cool. You should talk to Chad Cunningham or Eric Rasmussen in advancement about it.
Or Chris McHugh.
Or Chris McHugh as well, our athletic director.
This was not planned. I had no idea he was saying this, but it's gone out really well.
We have 2 banners and 2 more coming up in our gym, so keep an eye out for that on the live stream. So
yeah. Oh, for not for the boosters or for boosters?
Boosters that are awesome. Joining the booster club.
Can you tell us who the boosters are?
I don't know who the new boosters are, but
We'll wait.
You'll have to tune into our basketball game
or tune into
18 days and find out.
Or tune into our athletic podcast and we'll tell you then. But
one day.
I love how that worked out. Honestly, I had no idea you were going to join our booster club. I'm like, what are you talking about, Matt?
Booster Club.
And then you were able to plug it.
And it's not just for people who own a business and want to put a banner up. Individuals can participate at a significantly lower level than a business.
For our talent club.
I'm going to do that.
Talent club.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to just get Shane Douglas Incorporation and have you guys put that up and sponsor Emmaus.
How about the Emmaus Athletics Pod?
Hey, yeah, I'm down for that too.
We'll do it.
I love that. I'm going to do it.
No, but honestly, check it out. See if that's something you feel the Lord calling you to do. And it would be great help for our athletic program, for our school, and just being a part of it. So
especially if people are paying for a panda, then we can use that money elsewhere. So
and now boba, but that's another story. So.
Oh, that's true. Have you tried the new Bubba Shop?
No, I just got back in town for my trip, so I'll have to go sometime.
Good. It's good. There's a new Bubba Shop in Dubuque. It's a big thing right now. But moving on, we're not here to talk about Bubba. We're here to talk about sports. But that's pretty much it. You get some basketball updates. Basketball games coming up soon.
Yeah, so we've been practicing. We actually had 6 a.m. practice this morning. But our first scrimmage is next Tuesday actually. So we're a week away from that, and then we are 18 days away from our first game. So
exciting,
gearing up, and we're really excited.
You got a whole athletic weekend. With playing Spurgeon, putting the banner up, inviting people to recruits here. So it's gonna be really fun.
It's gonna be a lot of fun. So we're really excited.
That's the second weekend in November?
Yeah, second weekend. So.
That's gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to that. Actually,
I'm too.
And I'm also looking forward to people buying us boba after listening to this podcast. But no, that's all that we got today. You got anything else to add, Matt?
Go Eagles.
Go Eagles. That's all we got. So thank you for tuning in. Thanks for listening. Thanks for all your likes, subscribes, and all your text messages to Matt and I and Eric and other people of this podcast. Really encouraging. Looking just to add some more. So if you got any ideas, let us know. But thank you, Matt. Hopefully you got a good day. I'll see you in the office.
Will do.
Yeah.
Hopefully see you guys next week.